There is in manifesting very crucial, we can say, period which many people don't understand, and it's a period which makes them to start believe in manifesting. They feel maybe that God forget about them, truth, creation forget about them, that this doesn't work, magic doesn't exist. Only what exists in the end is what they teach them, only this physical reality with its laws, where there is no magic, you cannot create, your thoughts doesn't create, nothing works, I feel frustrated, creation doesn't care about me, all of those very painful things which can happen to, and which happened to everybody of us, including us, including me, when we had those moments of don't trusting in the teachings, in the spirituality, whatever. But even in those moments, I remember when I had those challenging moments, and now I will express why those periods happened. But even in those moments, if you have this moment, I remember that I saw that my true self, something the deepest in me, again still trusted. So my mind was doubting, but something in me knew that it's still true somehow. So this is very important guidance to see. So this period is a period where you can call it a period of challenge, where first you got this inspiration, you got this beautiful desire, this beautiful inspiration, vision, that you will now create this, that you will now find this partner. Like in our story, we had this inspiration to find a partner with which we will fulfill our destiny. Or you got the vision that you want to find the truth, or you want to go to this retreat, you want this enlightenment, right? Whatever. And this is, we can say, the first step process. And very fast, there will be the second period. Let's call it period. The first period is this: you receive the inspiration, and the second period is the period of challenge, where nothing works. It seems like the creation itself is doing everything to sabotage you in your inspiration. And the main why we felt to make this video is Sita's story. So she can tell us, but I first want to finish my expression, but she will tell us how she went through such a long, this second period of challenge, to manifest the man, to manifest me in her life. But what was the key which she did, and which is in my teachings and in our teachings, what is the key which is not told, in my opinion? Maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, I don't see that many teachers are guiding you when you're in this challenging period to not quit, to stay still true to what's your inspiration, what's your goal. But the goal coming from the deep, the truth itself. How to stay still true to it when you're in this challenging period, and we will share this. She will especially share this because she did it. She went through such a challenging period of, like, everything seemed dark, everything seemed she would die alone probably. But this is not honorable for me to say. This is her story. But this is the point of this video, to show you how to not quit, to stay true. It's normal. So why is this happening? Life is somehow testing. It's somehow wanting to see, is this truly what you want? Is this truly your path, your dharma? And how life will know, or how you will know that it's your path. If you don't quit, if you quit so quickly, so easily when some challenge happens after you receive the path, it means it's not your path. It's just not your desire. Like if you want so much something and it doesn't want to happen, there is a big reason that if it's not your path, or you still need to be tested. Still, it's not enough. You're not enough tested. If this is truly what you want, if this is truly your path, which will make you in the end happy and connected with the source. So the second period, the challenging period, is needed. It's here to not even to test you, it's here to help you to truly see if this is for you. And then also many people don't know that there is a third period, which is the period of celebration. It's the period where you stay true to your inspiration, where you didn't quit even despite of the challenges. And then it's there, it's manifested, it's here. You can see it was always my path. I knew it, it's here, I didn't quit, and now I celebrate. So nobody knows there is a third. Everybody quits because they don't see there is always a third period of manifestation, of becoming real for you. So stay true. If you feel it's your path, stay true. And now we want Sita to share her beautiful, very inspirational story, how she stayed true to your desire to manifest a man in this challenging period of her life.
Thank you, love. So the thing is, the persona was identifying like with so much trouble because it's not the me, you know. It's the I was identifying with this victimhood, like, oh, I am here in these circumstances and blah blah. But at that time was real, and I didn't have the knowledge to take distance of my movie theater, because everything is like a screen, you know, like, and you are very, when you go to the cinema and you see all the movie, and then you are totally lost in the movie, and it's the movie of your story, you know. So Natalia was like very identified with that horror movie that I was creating for a reason, because it was needing to be, but it was just like this moment of complete like darkness, you know, like complete, like totally lost, like totally disprotect. I was feeling, you know, because of course the persona of Natalia was feeling, because it's not true, because you are the total, you are the whole, and the light is always there, and you're the favorite of God.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just so in this period of complete, there is, I don't know why I decide to go into such a difficult, I am not saying that, probably, I don't know, but for me it was, probably people lived more horrible or terrible things, but for me it was so heavy, and I didn't have other option at that moment, like looking at that terrible reality, than to just go into my imagination. Like I couldn't handle, like, till I just like went inside and say, this is not happening, you know, and just,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I am in the beach, you know, I am with my men, this is not happening, and just all the time, 24/7, because it was not safe. I don't know why I decided to put myself in such a situation where it was not safe, and I was like trying to survive somewhere, somehow. We listen to a master saying like you have to be identified when you're in really risk, or your mind is making this risk, right? But right now, like looking into in tranquility, I know that that was like a serious, not
Danger.
safe, dangerous place, right? And it was long time. So I I came into this very difficult moment that I didn't have other option that survive with my purity, with my innocence, with my light, because it was so hard and it was not safe. That I decided to go into the light and try to give this innocent, like, please don't do this to me. I'm too beautiful. Like I didn't have, or I'm too innocent, or I'm too. And there is when Sita came. You know, like my name is Sita. That's why right now Akbar is calling me Sita, because it was like the God's name. It was like, my name is not Natalia. I am Sita, and I'm here for beauty, for peace, for innocence.
I would like to, sorry, like it was like God's grace in this dangerous moment which you had, like God's grace giving you Sita, this vibration of Sita to save you.
Exactly.
It's like grace
It was
itself.
just like, it was too powerful that I didn't have other option than to surrender, but with beauty, in the most unsafe, dark scenario, and then just to,
you can imagine,
for surviving, you know, it was like for survival to be as pure as I can be, because otherwise, if I show a little bit of, you know, so I don't know if this is like a second challenge, challenge.
All of this is your story of this challenge before you manifested me.
And you know, I was like 5 years, like I couldn't resist more. I was looking for this masculine.
But you still believed it's here. You still felt the presence.
I didn't have other option than to go to my imagination.
You felt the security of your man.
And I say, I need, no, at that time I didn't have my man.
Of your inner man, which you had in
at that time I was, yes,
imagination.
I manifest like Sita, totally like goodbye.
Sita was.
And then I realized like I couldn't, because it was continuing this scenario, and it was so heavy for Natalia, you know. Right now I don't identify. It's something that you choose, you know. It's not, you're not the victim of the circumstances. I was never, my true self is untouchable. I was never in danger or something like that. But at that time I was so identified, and it served me a lot. Like, you know, I cannot handle this anymore. And then I went with Akbar, like here, just sustaining me all the time. Like imagination. Man,
which is real. Imagination
for 5
is real.
years,
5
constantly,
years.
And then till it manifested out from nowhere. I was like, there is no option, there is no evidence that I can have this, from out from nowhere, like from being completely shut down, like in a desert with no possibility of relationship or whatever. And then, because self created, of course, right? Like this, there is no man in the world, something like that. And then I just imagine, and then I manifest. And even in the darkness places that I couldn't went out, like I decided to, no, this is not true. I am here in the beach with Akbar, with my man. Yeah, finish. Goodbye. It was too much for me to deal with.
Now somebody will call maybe this, you are living in the clouds. You're not too strong to face reality. Reality is showing you that you are not safe. Like she had this reality of life-threatening. You're not safe. You can die. You don't have a man. What are you doing? You're living in the clouds. Do something about it. This is this very dangerous teaching which is, it made so much damage in our society. Being realistic. That your desires, your dreams are not real, imagination is not real, only this challenge in this physical reality is real. So it means you're a limited human being which cannot do anything about it. This is what it means. But she didn't trust in those teachings from our society. She knew that the right thing, that where true power comes, true strength, true hope, true trust, it comes from not seeing always directly just your problem, your challenge, but first of all being connected with something higher, something deeper, something more real. Because physical reality is not more real than those subtle realities, like your imagination, like your true passions, like your connection with the goodness in yourself. In her case, her man was more real than her challenges in this life.
Mm-hmm.
It was more real, more she. How do you know what is more real?
Mm-hmm.
Something which gives you easiness,
Mm-hmm.
which gives you hope, which gives you relief, safe feeling of being safe. That is real. And how can you discriminate? How this power of discrimination to see what's real, what's not real, what's truth, what's not truth, what's honor, what's not honor, right? What's lie, what's not lie. Everything which, remember this, everything which gives you feeling of heaviness, of fear, of unsafetyness, like which gave to her, everything which was showing her danger, danger, danger is not real. It's lie. It's not honor. It's not serving you. So don't give it focus. Give focus to something which gives you relief. It can be so simple, like some beautiful thought of your friend, some beautiful positive thought in your mind. And everybody has even that, at least that, right? So give focus to that, and then this thought will grow in the beautiful feeling of being more safe. You will feel much more safe, much more safe. And that will grow so much, like in her example, that it will overpower the such a threatening reality, where her man in imagination was more real than this threatening 3D reality.
I felt love like the lotus flower, like shining in the mud, like,
It was so
and I was just like light, and it was just like I don't know how.
overpowering. And it's not about not doing anything about your challenges, but not do it from being overwhelmed by the lie. How can you, when you're fearful and you're doing something, it will always create more fear. That's karma for me. You're in this focus only on the problem, and then you act to save yourself, whatever, and then you stuck even more. So first did what she did in these challenging times of not having your desire, whatever, right? Be just in your imaginative states. Imagine that you have it. Feel it, how it will be that you have it. Or meditate or connect with the silence in yourself. Connect with if you don't need to have a desire, it can just be this inner space where you are not overwhelmed by the fears, thoughts, emotions, this 3D world. You are connected with your inner spaciousness, inner space which overwhelms the lie. Truth always is more powerful than lie. And everything which gives you peace is truth for you. And if you can stay true to the truth itself, to something which gives you peace, you will go to this second period so smoothly. And then it comes the third period of celebration. How she manifested me. So I was always with her. She was, all of those 5 years, she felt my presence, my safetyness, more than the challenges. Sometimes, of course, she was overwhelmed by the challenges more, but she stayed true. She still went again to feel in my presence. And then it's the law. 3D world reflected what she was feeling inside. It reflected this safetyness which she felt in the 3D world also.
It's like not the doing, not it's a vibration world. So whatever you fix in the vibration, it fix. Otherwise, you're like running or working, but it's not action. It's first connection. It's like Abraham Hicks says, Like you're the toaster, and if you don't connect with the light, so then the toaster doesn't work, you know. So
Uh-huh.
it's like, and she's like, I don't want to misrespect you, but you are the toaster, no? So and the physical reality, like source doesn't make a difference of, he doesn't know if this reality or his imagination for the source is the same.
It's the same.
So why to exactly?
Mm-hmm.
So why not to be in your desire
State.
no matter what is happening?
It, in the end, your physical world is coming from the imaginative world, from the vibrational world, however you want to call it.
And by the way, also manifestations, they are coming from who is telling you that this chair is this chair? Like you are, by the way, hallucinating that this chair is white. You know, who is telling you that this 3D world
It's your
is
imagination.
real? It's your like the chair, you see it white because your rememberings, and who is telling you? Every time you see a chair, you are scared. You know, everything in the world is neutral. You give the sensation of, oh, I see a white chair, is so scary. So it's just like, can you tell us more about to stop this identification and to be with no memory, to be
It's
able
crucial.
to
Just be emptiness.
to be empty space, to give yourself a little bit more of space to create what you want. Because by the way, the mind is repeating, repeating, repeating that you cannot create something else. To give yourself space to meditate.
That's very good pointing. Everything starts and in the end maybe ends with the foundation. Like, what's your foundation? Now we forget all about your desires, why you came here for a moment, even your everything, just to find foundation of your life. Like, when everything is taken from you, your body, your mind, okay, now this is maybe too hard, but
No, but yes,
let's be like that. Everything is taken from you: body, mind, thoughts, memories, your 3D world, everything. Like Jesus, we can say they took everything for when he was on the cross, yeah.
see,
And in one moment he forgets about this foundation, and he says, Father, why you forget about me? You abandon me. And he forgets about this, what I'm now guiding you to realize. But after that, he realized it again, and he saw that me and my father, we are one, right? So everything was taken away from him that moment, but still he was. Still you are. Even there is something in you which nobody can take from you. I like this has energy of rebellion, right? Like, I love this out of all rebellion.
out of it.
Like, they can take you, they can manipulate you, they can, and they did this to you. They manipulated what you are not. Your mind, your thoughts, education fucked you. Sorry for, but not sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They fucked your mind, they fucked your emotions, they fucked, we can say, your life. They limited you with those realistic teachings of only this is real and you are this limited body which will die one day. So we can say all of this which you are not can be influenced so easily. It's a sheep. But what about you? It's not a sheep, it's a lion. What about you can never be touched, can never be influenced by any teaching, and even if you are killed, it cannot be killed. So they said everything. Not just it cannot be influenced, it cannot be killed. What is that? It's you. It's what she's saying. You, so pure, so innocent, where nothing is added to it. Any memory, any education, any teaching, even my teaching, our teachings now, also are not part of it. They're just pointing towards it. It's this empty, we can call it whatever we want, empty space, infinite space, nothingness, It's you where you are nothing. You're just nothing but pure potential. This awareness, which is aware everything which is happening in it, but it's empty. It's empty, it's not influenceable. Nothing can enter into it, nothing can damage it, nothing can influence it. It's always pure, purity itself. And it's already you. It's watching your thoughts, your emotions, but it's always higher than your thoughts and emotions, and everything which is influenceable, it's always in the background of your life experience. It's you, it's the foundation of you. And it will be there even when this body is gone, it will always stay there. It's always you, eternal, blissful you. And like she said, from that realization, then you choose what you want to express, what you want to manifest. But then this manifestation will be coming from the source itself. It will not be from some selfish needs or whatever, right? That's true manifesting for me. First, realize your beingness, your emptiness, your true self, which is beyond the person, beyond the mind, beyond the emotional body, everything, beyond this world. And from that realization, when you realize it enough, then play with the manifesting. But I don't recommend before you truly, to even to some extent, before you realize this, your true self, to go so serious about manifesting. But that's also maybe your path. Many of them were first manifesting their selfish desires, and then those desires made them suffer, like Jim Carrey. He manifested everything. He was so powerfully manifesting, but it was not coming from his realization of his true self. It was coming from his ego, and those desires made him so suffer that he, in this suffering, realized his true self. And now he's from this foundation manifesting, but those manifestations are coming from God itself, not from his little self. And this manifestation always brings happiness to you and people around you.
It's like come back to be like a kid with no remembrance, with everything
Yes,
new,
without
like,
memories,
nothing.
pure empty candle.
Because then
to paint.
you run and then you fall down and then you're like afraid to run because you fall down. So it's just like to become a kid, like empty with no identification.
Empty.
This is good, this is bad. But by the way, this who says like this is good, this is bad with no. What is what it says, like to accept everything?
Yeah, in reality, there is no good, no
There's no
bad.
good,
It's
no
human
bad,
mind.
with no
Like
preference,
animals,
with no
preference.
preference.
Animals,
With no
they
preference.
don't say this is good, this is bad. Like,
Yeah. Who says?
it's human mind. Memories. Memories, conditioning. Like,
Conditioning.
part of you which is influenceable, which is conditioned by the educational system,
Exactly.
which is not so much in favor to our evolution. We said this is good, this is bad, coming from your parents also. But who we are to say that this is good, this is bad? That snake is bad, or that this is good? It's all part of the creator
Just
itself.
people teaching people that they don't know, that being
So,
teacher for
yes,
another, that
they
they don't know why.
So our message is become empty as much as possible of the memory, of the education, of everything which is influenceable in you. Become free from it, like letting go, let go, let go. Memory comes up, let it go. This memory comes up, just let it go, and stay as this empty watcher. And from that, create something new, which is not influenceable by others. It's your path, it's your dharma.
Like taking distance. Beautiful, amor.
Thank you, guys. Love you.
Bravo.